Hey, welcome back to another video. I think this is the last request for Kingpin. I'll double check in my notes. But thank you for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, movie reviews, re-reviews, random thoughts, streams, commentaries, video game playthrough, random thoughts, whatever the case may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. Do have a CashApp as well. Links are down below in the info box, and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. And this is for another versus topic. Blade 2 versus Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. Which made sense because it felt like the movie lasted forever. I feel like I'm still watching it right fucking now. I probably am, in my mind. First off, Blade 2, I love. I love the first Blade, but Blade 2 is actually my favorite. I liked Guillermo del Toro introducing even more of a horror creature element. I love the type of villains that is led by Nomak, that they're creatures that hunt vampires and feed on vampires. I think that's a cool idea. I like the designs where this piece like opens up and it's like a weird type of mouth suction thing to go after vampires. I like the story. I like the idea of Blade having to team up with vampires to deal with these, because these are like a threat, like a virus that needs snuffed out. I like that. I think it's a cool direction, so it doesn't feel like it's a repeat of the first film. Wesley Snipes comes back. He still has personality. He's still a fucking badass in the lead. You do not know who you're fucking with. Whether it be kicking ass in the opening, martial arts play, knife play, to when he meets the vampire team who was set up to hunt him down. Now they gotta work together. That friction and banter and uneasiness of not being able to trust each other. Ron Perlman, who plays, he does a good job as an asshole in the movie, saying, "Can you blush?" And Wesley laughs, and he does this thing where he's trying to get the guy riled up, and he puts the bomb in his head. Keep pushing, asshole. And I'm on the team now. They have Ron Perlman, who is a good actor, but you have Donnie Yen, among other people. So I like the supporting cast. Those I mentioned. I always forget his name. The guy who plays the villain Nomak. I don't mind him in the role. I always forget him because he played this Luke Goss. I think is his name. He was in the Death Race sequels that went straight to video. But yeah, Chris Christopherson coming back, which I like, because he's a great addition. I liked his character. It's great to see his character come back. Bit iffy on how he came back, because it's like it sure seemed like he killed him, and I don't think Blade would have missed. But then, you know, they do explain, but it's a bit wishy-washy for me. I think they could have been explained a bit better, but I'm glad to see Chris Christopherson back. I think he's fun. I think he's even more fun in this than the first one. With how he reacts to the other vampires. That's one of my favorite lines in the movie. Some of us can't see. Some of us. Well, maybe some of us can't. I want to get it right. Well, maybe some of us can't see in the fucking dark. God, I should have had it written down. Well, some of us can't see in the dark, you fucking nipplehead. He says that to the Ron Perlman's character. I wanted to get the line right, because I do think it's a funny line. Just how many times do you hear someone call someone else a nipplehead? But I've taken that and used that a time or two. I love that. Also, Norman Reedus. Some people forget Norman Reedus, who later be in The Walking Dead and other stuff. What was that video game he was in? Death Stranding, which I never played. But he's there as kind of the another type of whistler, and then you find out some things about him throughout it. But it was nice to see him in the movie. Pretty young, pretty early in his career. And I love the idea that it's well paced. It's under 2 hours long. Good action scenes. Yeah, sometimes the action, the fight scenes, you'll see a little bit of CG addition when it transitions from one to the other, but still a lot of it's practical, good move sets, like when Blade fights Nomad at the end, when you have all these creatures in the sewer system and they're shooting all these creatures down like it's a swarm, a damn hive. There's the club, interesting idea where the vampires go to like weird S&M type of thing where they really go overboard. And you have the action scene that happens in there. Like I said, I like the story, the pacing. Just watch the one scene when Blade gets rejuvenized by the blood. And he kisses everybody's ass to, it's the name of the game. He's beating the shit out of people, breaking people's necks, caving the fucking heads in by stomping on them, taking people they're flying back, breaking bones, slamming them down, even does a fucking suplex. Gets the baton, electrical baton, shoves it through a guy's head. Name one scene in either Black Panther movie that's close to as badass as that fucking scene. And Blade 2. Where he goes to Ron Perlman, can you blush? Cuts him in half. Pretty damn satisfying. Pretty fucking satisfying. Love Blade 2. It's just a bad rap. I don't know why. I just see, like, sometimes when some fight scenes, when Wesley needs to go one to the other, and there's a little bit like CG manipulation and transitions, I just see it's a bit wanty. I mean, Whistler coming back, I think that could have been better explained. But like I said, I like the plot. I like the direction they went in. Him working with the vampires for a more dangerous threat. I thought, again, made it feel like it wasn't just a carbon copy of the first film. And under 2 hours. Now, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, the fucking film is 2 hours and 40 minutes. That's almost an hour fucking longer than Blade 2. And for what? We can have more scenes of, hey, open the shield to Wakanda. How do we do that? Here's some bongos. You go. Beat bongos to open up a fucking shield. Well, it's tradition. Well, is it tradition to have a fucking shield in the first place and laser weapons and all sorts of shit? That's not tradition either. If you're so goddamn worried about tradition, then better take away the fucking shield. So you're not worried about tradition to have a fucking shield and all this other advanced shit for yourselves, not so much for the people outside your walls. In Africa. Because they could be poor as shit and dying. Oh well, fuck you, tough titty. We won't give you the time of day and shit, that you may need. It's for ourselves. But you're fine with, not just having a fucking switch. Turn on the shields. Turn off the shields. That's what I mean. It doesn't make any fucking sense, man. And oh, by the way, this is a Black Panther movie, no fucking Black Panther. So Chadwick Boseman died, which is very sad. They beginning explain how his character died. There's a funeral. But then there's no Black Panther till the end, and it's this scrawny sister, where looks like she weighs 70 pounds. I don't buy her moving groceries, let alone being a Black Panther. Looks scrawny, looks weak, and barely in the film, only appears at the end. And to me, he's still not Black Panther. There's tons of boring as fuck exposition. Namor, That's how you pronounce it. Fuck that shit. I pronounce it Namor. That's how many of us pronounced it back to the day. You know what? It is Namor. Because I want no more of you. Alright? You fucking suck. The actor sucked. The character sucked in the movie. I remember him in the comics and it was cool. That's Namor. Should have been someone like Mark Dacascos or somebody like that playing that fucking role. Or Lou Diamond Phillips. Depends how you want his nationality to be. Just to be honest, I mean, I thought... Okay, let me see something. What nationality is Namor? No, not the soccer player. I guess I should have said Namor. Yeah, ruler of Atlantis. So since he's the ruler of Atlantis, he could be anybody. Which, I don't know why the fuck they changed that. Because to me, that's Namor. That's the way it looks. But no, let's not do that for the fucking movie. I hate what they did to that fucking character, because I think that character you could have done a lot with. And they fucked it up. They did such a shit fucking job with Namor. I'm calling him Namor. Fuck you. Such a shit version of a character. He's not intimidating. He's not scary. He's not interesting. He's boring as fuck. He just spouts exposition. More boring as fuck shit. And the goddamn movie didn't have to be 2 hours and 40 fucking minutes. And what all happens after, you show how Black Panther died off screen. He's sick. His sister can't do anything about it. They're in mourning. They don't know what to do. This is what the fuck? I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I've seen this. Group of people were out in the sea getting like vibranium. And then no more. His group come in and there's sirens and people start being offed. But it's funny how sometimes people will be controlled and sometimes people won't. So there's like this whole scene where people are on a fucking helicopter, and I'm like, why can't they do the siren to control them while they're on the fucking helicopter? They just didn't want to do it at that point. They were just bored of it, I guess. Then you have the guard, I forget her damn name, the lady guard, and Black Panther's sister going to America and getting Riri Williams, who star in that bullshit show Ironheart, which I got a request to do one episode and I never got any more. So I guess even they're like, you don't have to talk about the rest of the show. This happened a lot where I've got requests to do one episode of a show and then no more. That happened with Ironheart. That happened with... What was the other fucking show? I can't remember. There's been so damn many of them. No one gives a fuck about Riri Williams. No one gave a fuck about her character. Her character did not sell comics. Her character was a failure in comics. Those comics did not sell well. No one bought Ironheart comics. No one watched that fucking show. That fucking show was made and got delayed for years. Fat. How long was the Ironheart show delayed for? Not Earnhardt, not Dale Earnhardt, Ironheart. Thought I said this fucking thing doesn't know. Ironheart. Jesus Christ. Heart. 2.5 years. Fuck. Who gives a shit about her? Riri Williams. And she was pretty much the same character as Black Panther's sister. Two geniuses who could do anything, make anything, fix anything. So they're like the same fucking character. So what was the point? This girl somehow made an arc reactor, did all this shit more so than Tony Stark. And better because she did it when she was so young. Because they thought she was going to be the next Iron Man. And they were wrong. Because no one gave a fuck. Just like, what was that girl in, what the fuck, in Doctor Strange 2? I forgot her fucking name already. There you go. See, I don't even remember her fucking name. And that's the girl that Doctor Strange 2... Doctor Strange in the sequel was protecting. I don't remember her fucking name. That's how much she embedded in my fucking brain. Let's see how many times that character is going to show up and stuff. Like, all this stuff they did and created. All these fucking characters that no one gave a fuck about. Which is why in the new Avengers film... they're bringing back all the X-Men people. Bring back all the X-Men. Was it Chavez? Sorry, that's going to bother me now. Yeah, it wasn't like American Chavez or something? Yeah, America Chavez. Which, what the fuck happened to her, now that I think about it? I'm sorry, I'm going off tangent. What the fuck happened to her? Supposedly she'll be in Avengers Doomsday. Oh, I'm sure people are just waiting to see the return of America Chavez. Yeah, you don't hear a fucking thing, do you? Not a goddamn thing about that. So Riri Williams and the Black Panther sister, like I said, they're the same fucking thing. They're the same fucking character. And then the Atlanteans, well, I'm sorry, the fucking telemarketers, whatever the fuck they're called, telekinetic, I don't know, I'll call them I don't remember them, the telemarketers. They fucking come in and kidnap Riri, and they kidnap even though I thought their idea was to kill them, but they kidnap them. Why they don't just kill them there, I don't know. Our plan is to kill them, but we just kidnap them anyway, just because. So that Namor to just tell his boring as fuck backstory. There's a battle, the queen dies, there's another battle, no one gives a fuck. The genius sister makes a fucking fake flower, but it works, and she becomes a new Black Panther with the superpowers, and fights to like a standstill, because we all need to get along, and we all know about that colonialism is wrong. But what the fuck else? And then Namor and them walk the fuck away, so he'll be in the upcoming Avengers film that I'm sure a lot of people give a flying fuck about. I love to say, I wish I could do like a poll. How many people give a fuck about Namor coming back in Avengers? Doomsday, Secret Wars, both, whatever the fuck. No one cares. Again, this is why they're getting all the goddamn X-Men. Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, because they don't give a fuck about the new people. America Chavez, Riri Williams, Namor. No one gives a fuck about any of these fucking people. That's why, we need Scott Summers and Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen and Kelsey Grammer, Beast. I am surprised Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds were not. If they're not in Doomsday, they would have to be in Secret Wars. They would have to be. Well, it's Disney. They don't have to do a goddamn thing. But I'm just saying, it would. Deadpool and Wolverine, I think it's a very flawed film. I like it though. I do like the film. I just think it's a flawed film. Heavily flawed film. But now I'm just doing a review of the film. Just Blade 2 is the fucking answer. Blade 2 wins in every fucking step of the way. Should be no contest. So I'm just ranting about how much Wakanda Forever fucking sucks. It's boring as shit. It's poorly paced. It's dull. I don't give a fuck about any of the characters. There's no one to root for. There's tons of boring exposition. Redundant characters. Again, Riri Williams and Black Panther's sister are the same fucking character. The action scenes are not exciting. Too much overuse of CG. The CGI quality's gone downhill because they take all these artists and they spread them way too thin. They want these people to do quadruple the work in whatever amount of time they have, and they don't have enough time to fine-tune it. Then it looks like shit, and they get blamed for it when the studio is trying to make them do too much. Because apparently we can't. Usually, you should use filmmakers. Use CG sparingly. So if you do need them, then the CGI artist can concentrate on them, and maybe it will look better. Because they don't have to worry about 1,000 things. They have to worry about 5 things. Because you cannot get more real than real, and the more real you put on a movie screen, the longer it will last. Real practicality will last longer than CGI. I don't understand why people don't understand this. So yeah, I could complain about CG moments in Blade 2, but it's used sparingly compared to a film like this. Just Blade 2 still had some puppetry work, like some of the nomad creatures. Like one of them, like the bat, and you see like the bat spreading open and some of the other stuff. There's some practical effects mixed in there. I think when Norman Reedus explodes, that's practical. That's a bit Guillermo del Toro's background in doing those type of films. Creature horror, that type of stuff. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. I went all over the place. Blade 2 rocks. Wakanda Forever sucks. Good. I don't remember much else about Wakanda Forever. And with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. Wakanda Forever. That 2 hour and 40-minute running time, I remember just being such a slog to sit through. Blade 2 was actually fun. Remember that fun? Remember we had fun at movies? Remember fun? F-U-N. Fucking unbelievably neat. Movies, music, TV. fucking unbelievably nice. Nice. Fun. Now it's just fuck, as in fuck this. One of the main reasons why you have Hollywood being a goddamn ghost town. This is just a tangent, but I saw an interview a guy did with Mel Gibson, where the guy said he went to like a studio and it was like a ghost town. And Mel Gibson's like, yeah, it's a number of reasons. Number one, California, they're just too expensive. It's too expensive for people to live there because of all the bullshit Gavin Newsom, that dumbass, is doing. And number two, Hollywood is taking a kick in the ass. People are not watching movies as much as they used to. Because why would they? When you pushed agendas again and again instead of escapism entertainment. When you told half your audience, oh, you fuck you, you're evil. Oh, fuck you, I'll stay home. I'll play with my Johnson. I'll play with my phone. I'll play with myself. I'll play with anything else. And then the quality of movies have gone down. I'm not saying that just to be the old man yelling at the clouds. Although that'd be more fun to do than watch fucking Wakanda Forever again. Because I could pick out, hey, that cloud looks like that. Fuck you. That cloud looks like that. Kiss my ass. That cloud looks like that. Fuck you. That'd be more worth my time to watch Wakanda Forever again. But yeah. You wanna know why Hollywood's in the shitter? He kept making bullshit movies like Wakanda Forever. Blade 2, good escapism entertainment. And that's what's missing nowadays. With that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.